Oh, it's great to see you.
Yeah, man.
I'll say that in the podcast anyways, man. I miss you. And then, so before we get started, so where are we at? How are we looking? Do we have any more subscribers?
Like 3 or 4.
So 104 now?
I think 107.
It's not bad.
So I mean that's actually really good.
Yeah. So we're not gonna do any podcasts in June.
No.
Or May. June. May.
Yeah.
May?
Okay.
Are we live?
No, not yet. We're recording, but I gotta clap my hands, and then that means
right.
that we're going.
Where are we going?
The Asylum Asylum?
Oh my gosh. Here I come to save the day.
I got it.
Wait, what was the name of your yacht?
Dude, I actually think I found the one. If I was to ever get one, it would be the Porsche yacht.
I told you to put it up on the wall.
I gotta get it. They haven't come out with a poster yet of it, dude. It just got released.
Oh, okay. All right, but put it up on your wall. I expect to see it.
Porsche.
I expect to see it. Porsche. Isn't it Porsche? Or it's Porsche.
No.
It's not Porsche.
Porsche's the girl you meet on 4th Street.
David's been hanging out with 4th Street women. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say that, buddy.
Porsche? No, that's a stripper.
Oh my gosh.
Porsche. Oh gosh, dude. Porsche.
You okay?
Yeah, dude. Porsche.
Oh my gosh.
That off.
So this month I'm going to try to go for the record. The push-up record.
Dude, that to me is just like hilarious. What, you just Porsche? Porsche. Okay. Alright, that's done. That's recording now.
Let me know when I can talk.
It's recording. I will.
Red and green. What is it, Christmas? Fight through the pain. I'm going to talk about that. Fight through the pain, David.
Very true, dude.
Huh? That's life in general. What do you think, buddy?
I think that's real.
I think it's real, right? Is that real? How do I look? My beard is so scraggly.
Oh, dude, I bet, because, you know, it's...
You like that?
Yeah.
Do I look tan?
Nah, you can ask Porsche.
It's Porsche.
Oh, that's great.
We're going to open up with that, okay?
Oh,
After
yeah.
I say God bless.
Oh, and then I'm gonna go into it. We're gonna... Hey, you know something's funny. Rob the Porsche.
Oh my gosh. I feel like an idiot.
No, that's funny.
I got it. Yeah, we got to open up with that after I, say who we are and.
Yeah. Go ahead and talk for a second.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. I want to know what the name of the yacht was. I can't remember what it was called. Dick's Yacht or something.
What? King D, dude.
What was it? King D.
What did you just say? Oh my god.
I said Dick's Yacht. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry.
Oh.
I'm already crying.
No, dude.
I'm already crying. I'm already crying. I'm sorry. I didn't just say that. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this. This is fun. Look at my eyes. They're already watering.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Alright.
Are we live now?
Not yet.
Okay. We'll be no.
Alright. We're off the rails, bro.
Oh my gosh. See what happens when we don't get together? Oh.
It's funny.
It's been 2 weeks. 3 weeks? 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Alright. You're an actor now. Hold this together. Hold it together.
Okay,
Hold it
good.
together for just a few seconds.
Good.
And then we can
I was going to
laugh.
tell you what I was going to say in the beginning.
Hold on. Here we go. Jeez, dude. This is ridiculous.
Sorry.
Oh.
Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Breathe in, breathe out.
Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the DPOAA podcast. I'm here
This is our
with
this is our
Rod,
This is our Christmas.
Natural Bodies to Inspire,
This is our Christmas special.
and
Red and green.
and
joking. Hey, buddy.
just
Oh my god.
just to start it off real great here. So I saw this recent yacht that was made by Porsche. Okay, Porsche.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I look over at Ron, and Ron's like, oh, I thought, where's the picture of the Porsche yacht? And I'm like, well, it hasn't come out yet. Just the boat just got released. And then he looks at me, and he's like, Porsche? And I'm like, no, that's a lady of the night on 4th Street in Reno, or a stripper. And I'm just like sitting here. I'm just like, he just said Porsche. And I'm like, no, it's Porsche.
I feel like an idiot.
No, it made me laugh because I'm like, dude, you just said.
But my girlfriend would be laughing her butt off if she heard this. Porsche, honey? Really? No. Porsche, honey? No, Porsche.
Porsche.
I don't know why I said Porsche, David.
Because I had it. I was like, Porsche.
I know, and I just said Porsche.
I said
feel like
Porsche.
an idiot.
And then I said,
Wow.
And you didn't hear the space between the E and the And here you are, Porsche. And I was like, yeah. Yeah.
Now look at this colored shirts we got going on here. Green and red. That's why I said it's our Christmas
Early
special.
Christmas, dude.
I didn't even plan. I didn't know what color he was going to wear. And so my girlfriend found this shirt in my closet. See what it says, buddy? What's it say?
It says,
Fight through the pain, huh? How many people can relate to that, David?
Quite a
Fight
few,
through
man.
the pain. I think this is an awesome shirt to wear. I
I
really
think
do.
so too, man. I really do.
I really do.
I think it fits you, and I think overall, like, just like you need a good laugh, like we just had.
Oh man, I hope you guys are laughing as hard as we are because we couldn't go on air.
I mean,
You know, 'cause
I
I
had it together.
I almost had an asthma attack. And I was doing my breathing exercise.
Here he is, just crying.
Oh, yeah, my eyes
monster,
were-
just
I was tearing.
he's just.
Oh, well, hey, you know what? God bless you guys, each and every one of you. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts being here with us. Red and green,
Definitely.
that's our name today, Red and green. And, and we appreciate you, David. DPOA. Say that one more time. What is that?
DPOAA.
What's that say?
Disability perspective of an artist.
I gotta remember that. Disability perspective of an artist, because I tell people about our podcast,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the DPO. I say disability. So this is Mr. Disability
Disability perspective of an artist.
And I'm Rod with Natural Bodies to Inspire. Thank you guys again for being here, taking the time, wherever you are. And we just love you guys. God bless you. Thank you for being here. We got a great great
Oh,
topics
yeah,
we're talking about.
definitely.
You know, we're just going to come off the cuff.
And then we're going to go into some GTA gameplay after this.
I don't play games, but I'm going to watch David play games.
And I want to
And run over
dude,
people.
He laughed so hard when last time, and now we're gonna get it on camera.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
definitely worth it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be funny as heck. But
So
much is going on, David. I mean, are you kidding me? I got so much going on. Let me just jump in
yeah,
real
let's
quick.
let's
quick.
see how's the movie, how's
Okay,
everything,
thank you.
how's that?
Thank you for asking. Everybody's great. You know,
I'm a professional.
he's a professional. I'm not.
That's how I can transition from those things.
I can multitask. That's about it.
That's
Anyways,
good.
check this out, guys. My movie I'm going to be doing, I can't tell you the name yet, can't do any of that. It's going to be on YouTube. Is that the coolest thing ever? Okay, but
It's gonna be amazing.
It's going to be for a film festival. I'm going to be in 10 scenes so far. Come on. I don't know if I don't know if I'll be saying anything yet. We just did a script reading today, and we're
That's
excited.
awesome. That's so
And then
cool.
we got
That is so
more
cool. Let me
coming.
tell you, that is so cool.
Look at this beard. Can everybody see that? Look at this.
Look at his beard.
This
and
is
then you
on
can see my
purpose.
beard.
This is on purpose. Okay, not accident, guys. This is on purpose.
He's going
I gotta go scraggly. My hair is long. I'm actually bald in the back. My hair is long and everything like that. But check this out, man. This is what they want me to look like.
Well,
Right?
you know, villain needs to look scraggly.
So I gotta look bad at some. I'm playing a cancel, a card guy, and,
Okay.
and a merryman. I don't know
Okay,
what a merryman is.
yeah.
So, but this is all cowboy, and it's authentic up in Virginia City,
That's
which
awesome.
is awesome
That is
because
so
that's
cool.
totally authentic.
That is so. Oh yeah,
So,
Virginia City
I'm
is
excited.
the place, dude.
Yeah.
If I was to film something like that, it would be up there in our area. I mean, everybody comes from all over to visit DC.
Yeah.
I mean, DC is one of those places.
It's a tourist attraction, and there's so much history.
Oh, ridiculous amount of history.
In Virginia City, and it was crazy back in the days on how people had to work and then they had to go home underground.
Dude, yeah.
Underground
yeah,
to get to their
I
homes.
know. And yep.
And it was the Chinese, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That's a lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, is that crazy, guys? I just found this out because we're doing the movie up there.
There was so much gold up there, dude, and they needed
So-
people.
Yeah,
They needed people to work the
but they
mines.
had to go underground to go home, and their homes were on the outskirts because they were not allowed to go in to the city.
Yep.
You were not
Back
allowed.
then, it
You
was
were
a
not
lot
allowed to
different,
be
man.
in the city,
Yep.
but you would work, and then you would go underground to get out of the city and go to your home. Are you kidding me?
I think back. I think back then when I found out that when people are having to be under that walkway, right?
Yeah.
And to find out that that's how they had to live their life. It's like the upper people that had the money that
Yeah,
were running the
exactly.
whole thing,
Yep.
that they got to walk on ground above,
Yeah.
versus all the people that were working really hard in the mines, losing their lives,
Yep.
you know. But yet they still took that opportunity to work that area because that's where the most that they could make probably back in the day, because mining became so huge that Virginia City really tapped into
Oh, yeah.
the gold rush.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. Like I said, I'm learning so much about it, about the Bucket Blood Saloon. Look up
Bucket of Blood Saloon.
Virginia City, guys.
And
if
I'll
you
leave
want.
some links.
Yeah.
About Virginia City, because
Yeah,
Virginia
it's
City is an
pretty cool.
interesting,
It's
has
really
a lot
cool.
of deep history.
Mhm.
And back then, there probably was a girl named Portia walking the streets.
I bet you there was. There's a lot of
Bet
ghosts.
Bet
There's a-
you, dude.
Not Porsche, but Portia.
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 I am Portia. I slept with all the guys in the whole town. You have no other choice. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
you know, but back then it was a lot different. The world
Yeah.
was a lot crazier, a lot hectic. I mean, could you imagine working in a gold mine and working dealing you literally, there weren't safety precautions the way a lot of minds operate nowadays. Back then, they didn't have all these like programs.
Let me ask you a question, and I mean, morally side, I would say no, okay? But back in the day, your family, you know, if you have a family, you're struggling, right?
Yeah.
Is it tempting? And I don't know what gold would be worth back in the 1800s, right? I don't know, was it a dollar a house? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But is it tempting to take gold from from where you're working and
probably not, because those people would get shot.
Yeah, probably.
Because if somebody overheard that somebody was sneaking a nugget, dude.
Yeah. You probably would get shot.
The laws and
yeah, I know. You get shot just by saying something, right? Well, no, it's true, because have you guys watched Back to the Future? If you said something at the bar, you talking to me? Yeah, you know, I mean, did you just look at me wrong? You know, and then you take out the 6-shooter.
Men were definitely.
Yeah. I'll see you at high noon. I'll see you at high noon. You know, because you looked at me wrong, or you said something about me,
because they took that they took those things like a lot more. I guess like a lot more as they had to answer that, because back then men were men. They were a lot different. Let's just say they were a lot different, because obviously the world is a lot different.
Of course.
Sometimes I think some things that are ridiculous that happen in today's world, but I think the quality of life is a lot better in some aspects now.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus back then. I mean, you could say something wrong to somebody in a bar, like you just said.
Yeah.
They could be like, you know what? Let's go right now, or let's wait till high noon, or let's handle this. Let's like death.
Yeah.
Not just saying something to somebody. No, you took it to a whole nother level, which is basically saying, hey, I don't like what you said. I'm now going to kill you.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy, huh?
That's
absolutely crazy.
But that's how it was back then, man.
That's how you had to survive.
Cowboys and villains and.
I think I would have loved it. I think I would have absolutely loved to live back in that day and have a 6-shooter, everywhere you go.
I would have loved to live in the 80s.
You know, the 80s?
Yeah, big time, dude.
When were you born?
85.
I was in the 80s, and that was the best time ever. You
Dude,
know why? You know why I was? You know why it was the best time? Well, number one, we were water skiing.
Oh,
okay.
Dude.
Come on.
Yeah.
We were water skiing with the Spragues, in the Moody's and the Lakonoviches, or wherever we go water skiing.
Yeah.
But you talk about having a great childhood. I would come home, right, and I would get my '70 Camaro, and you guys seen my picture of my '70 Camaro, and I would go street racing. I would go street racing on Fridays, Saturdays, sometimes not Sunday, because you worked on your car on Sunday because you got ready for the next weekend. But you talk about going out in a '70 Camaro, beautiful red '70 Camaro, and just doing whatever you wanted to do. I mean, you had the hottest car, Everybody wanted to be around you and wanted to be with you and wanted to ride with you. And I'd go to Hollywood Boulevard. I'd pull up in my Camaro. This is how it sounds. 18 years old.
LA was different back then.
18 years old. How fun was that?
It was different.
And then go to work in my truck. Come back and jump in the Camaro. If I had a date, jump in the Camaro. I wouldn't take the truck to the date. I'd have the truck for work. I'd take the Camaro to go pick up.
I just think about the 80s because for me, it's like I would have loved to see my grandpa in his freaking prime.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see him in his prime.
Yeah. And I could tell you everything about that because we were with him pretty much all the time. We'd see him on the weekends.
We went over we talked about the boat story.
The boat story and everything.
You guys hanging out all the time and during the summer and to have that interaction with him and to hear some of the stories that you told me, it's like it's amazing to see the transformation over time because I only got, like I told you in in the podcast last time when we talked about the boat story is I didn't get to see my grandpa at his prime.
No,
I got to
no.
see him when life really took its toll.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to show you something real quick. I think you're going to be really impressed with this. This is going to blow you away. Come on. Come on. Look at that. That's from Jay.
Whoa.
Look at that. There's Dana Moody. I'll be darned. Look at that. There's Ronnie, Jay,
That's so
and there's your
wild.
grandfather right there.
That's so
Can I
wild.
show that?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
That's his grandfather right there. In a boat, but I don't know where it's at.
That man is an amazing
That's
man.
Richard.
He, dude, he means the world to me. You know, still.
I have to get a hold of them. Look at that. One friend. Wow. That's Dana Moody.
Yeah.
I'll be darned. Wow. Did not know that was there. I didn't see that last time.
So,
Sorry.
you know, no. You know how we talked
Wow.
about, we talked about in the last podcast about how, not in our last podcast, but many podcasts ago, we talked about John Cena and we talked about all those things. And, you know, to every story, there are two sides.
Yes, there is.
And so
Yeah.
let's
So I wanna-
go into this a little bit.
I wanna
and
talk-
let's
yeah.
clarify it.
Yeah, I want to
and-
talk about what I talked about the other time, the other podcast,
Yeah,
and about my marriage and stuff like that. So I'm going to get right into that.
because there are
You
two
know?
sides
Yes,
to every story.
yeah. Even though I talked about how I was, put in clothes, that was baggy, and that's how my ex-wife dressed me and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You guys got to understand, when I was raised from my dad, and we believed that there was discipline in the house and stuff like that, and you got spanked and you got slapped around and stuff like that. And I did that, to my daughter as well, and I actually was not the father of the year, okay, because I was raised that way. However,
Yeah.
the thing that I'm trying to make is that I am not perfect in any way,
No one is, buddy.
And so I apologized to my daughter, and I had to raise my daughter because, like I said, I had to, make sure she was safe and stuff. So I was not the perfect husband. I was not the perfect dad. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm going to tell you something right now. My daughter, because of her degrees and everything in therapy, physical or not, family therapy and stuff like that, I've had long talks with her, and she's made me see the light in a different way, that I could have handled things differently. Now, I'm not saying, David, that you shouldn't discipline your children, okay? I'm not saying you shouldn't spank your children. I'm saying that you could have handled it
Like
in
out
different
of
ways.
anger. you
That's it
could've-
correctly.
yeah.
If it's out of anger, it was wrong, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
And I apologize, Cassidy, you know that. And I apologize for being a terrible husband as well.
But
So-
it also
but-
doesn't help the fact that
No.
she it doesn't one doesn't negate the other.
But it's
right?
about me
One
right
doesn't,
now. I want to.
yeah.
I want to talk about
So you're
how
you're
I'm owning it up right
You're
now.
owning that part
Yep.
of the story.
Yeah, I'm owning that up right now. I was not the greatest dad, and I was not the greatest husband. So, you know what I'm saying? I could have made my marriage probably work better if I didn't do a lot of things. And so, but I'm telling you that I am in a great state of mind right now. My
Yeah.
life is amazing right now. God is amazing. God forgave me because, like I said, I was
Yeah.
baptized in September 18th, 2016, and you can be forgiven. And with that, Cassidy is going to be baptized next weekend, which is unbelievable because my
Yeah.
daughter, she, and she'll probably talk about this sometime with you and
Yeah.
stuff, but she had no faith whatsoever regarding God,
Yeah.
and now she's going to be baptized and receiving Christ. And how can I not be happy? I'm the most happy dad in the world right now, And I just wanted to just own up and just tell you that I wasn't the greatest dad or the husband, but I've learned by my mistakes. Right? I'm a better person right now, And
didn't you say
I got
something about your ex and how she said like she owned up?
Yeah, she owned up to it as well. So now we're making it even, because I'm just trying to tell you it wasn't all her fault, okay? So let's just leave it on that.
No.
But I'm telling you that me and my daughter have the best relationship in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And it's unbelievable how our relationship is. And I'm so proud of our relationship because I'm very truthful with my daughter, and when I say I'm sorry, I am sorry, Cassidy, for whatever I did to and I could have done it better. So I really
You weren't a horrible dad.
No, I wasn't horrible because I rescued her, and I had to do that.
So it was just to get the full spectrum of the story.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think you had every right to kind of get into that because we talked about foundation at the very beginning. We talked about all these things at the very beginning, and that was good to get out there, dude.
Thank you.
Because you needed to express how those moments really did make an impact on your own mental health, and being in a toxic relationship like that.
But I was toxic as well. Do you see what I'm saying? So
Yes.
I brought it on as well, and that's what I'm trying to say right now is that if you are in that type of relationship, exactly. If you're in that relationship, and I'm going to tell you right now, everything is so important in a relationship, and I've learned that with Blondie. You know what I'm saying, Lori? I love you. And the important thing is communication and having fun. We had the best time. And she went with me today. And she has one day off. And she went with me to that script reading today. She didn't have to go. There were so many people there. And she was like, laughing and having a good time. Just to the script reading. And she came with me to support me. Now that is an unbelievable woman that would go to the ends of the earth with me, and I would do the same. And I love her for that, for her doing that. And I'm telling you, our communication, and we fight. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody fights and stuff.
You're not going to get away from that.
But I am not angry. I'm not angry. David, I'm not angry. I own up to that. I don't get angry. I might just say something, off the cuff, but I don't get, like I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm not.
So you learn, you grow.
I've grown, and and thank God, like I said, that I have a beautiful lady in my life now that understands me for who I am, and she goes, "Well, you're just a typical male." So it's always like that, and I love it. Because she's like, "Oh, you're just a typical male, just being, obnoxious or something like that." And I just love her for that because I tell you this, David, we have to love each and every one, you know what I'm saying, for the inequities, for their, personal side of them. We have to understand where they're coming from. And that's like with anybody that has a bad day. They're not taking it out on you, personally.
No.
It's not a personal attack. It's because of what's going on in their life, or it's what's going on. And you still got to love that person and pray for that person. And you got to just control what you can control. How many times have I told you that?
A lot,
Control
actually.
what you can control. Understand that. That's in relationships and that's out of relationships. Control what you can control. If people are rude and mean to you, guess what? It's not a personal attack on you.
No.
It's them. God loves you for who you are. God believes you for who you are. And God has a passion for you in your life. And you need to find that. And that's what me and David have found. And that's through Natural Bodies to Inspire. And what David does as an artiste and as an Instagram guru, as my editor, and as a podcast DPOA for Big King D's Boats.
Not the other word, but...
Not Dick's boat, right? Not
Dick's boat.
It's not Dick's yacht. It's King D's yacht, right?
It's the same thing, dude. Putting the D on a bus for your life.
Look at this guy. He's an oxygen, you guys. God bless David. And you know what?
And I push myself in the gym. And I push myself, and there's, there's. We've all had to, make improvements, and count the amount of counseling that I went through. Here we go.
What are you wearing?
They're called barefoot shoes, dude.
What you wearing?
See, I knew you were gonna laugh. Jeez, dude. You're like, what, dude?
I don't know what they were because I'm not wearing my glasses.
No, they're
look like
they're
gorillas
called. No,
feet.
they're what? What did you just say?
Gorilla's feet. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. I gotta see these.
They're actually barefoot shoes. They're
Oh
to
my
help
gosh,
you.
but they were
they're-
gorilla's feet.
They're actually no. What? What did you just say?
Gorilla's feet.
Oh man. So basically,
gorillas.
these shoes are made to help you stay connected to the earth.
What?
Because, dude,
What do you mean? What do you mean stay connected to the earth?
so it's like you're walking without shoes, basically.
Oh, okay. I was like, was it like?
No,
It's like magnets?
man, no,
Connected to the
magnets.
earth.
Magnets. Is there metal outside, dude? Is there metal pathways and stuff? Connected. No, not actually connected to the physical earth, bro.
I told you, man.
I meant
I told you.
connected, as in connected to the vibrations of the earth.
Okay, the vibrations of the earth.
And
okay.
plus, it helps when
I
you
got a
you get more, you feel more. I don't know.
Does it make
I
your
like
toes feel
them.
better?
It strengthens my feet.
You
So
know what?
it actually helps
You know
me
what?
with
I
use
show
and-
how to do ankle exercises in
These
Natural
are
Bodies
great.
to Inspire in the boot camp when people join up. I show people how to do ankle exercises to straighten their ankles.
It honestly only provides like this.
Does it have the
much
copper?
rubber.
That's what I meant to say. Not magnets, guys. Copper. You know the copper
No.
infusion?
No.
But the connection, I'm like...
Did you know? Well, did you know that this brand designs soles for military boots? These are about $200 shoes.
Where'd you get them at?
I got them used for $25.
Where?
Poshmark. Yep.
Okay, so he's wearing somebody else's.
So what? I wear shoes all the time
I'm
that
just
somebody
asking a
else
question.
wears,
I'm
dude.
just asking a question.
You're all like, are you connected to the earth?
I did think I was like magnetized. But I meant to say copper infusion. You know how people wear that stuff.
Yes, you were confusing. Oh my goodness, dude.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But honestly, I enjoy wearing these shoes a lot, and
What were we talking about?
it makes me, I don't know, I just like wearing them.
All right, buddy.
But,
Okay, cool.
so,
Anyway, so what were we talking about? Oh, people. You know, that they treat you the way they treat you. Just anyways, control what you can
Yeah.
control. You know what? You know what's so cool is that I'm gonna share something with you.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh gosh, how do I explain this? This is important. I'm trying to explain it. You know, I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain this. When you're happy,
Yeah.
let's just say that again. Happy.
Yeah.
Say it again.
When you're happy and you know it's up.
No. What I'm trying to say is that
You're happy. Clap your hands.
stop. I'm not talking about that.
I know.
I'm saying
We're off the rails with this one.
when you're happy. Okay, I was talking to this about to another gentleman that I work with, and I was saying,
Yeah.
don't ever let someone know where your goat is tied. Does that make sense? What I'm trying to say is don't let people control your
How
emotions.
you feel and
How you feel
react.
or how you react. Control your emotions. When you're happy, okay, and you know inside, you know, I'm just not gonna just worry about that. I'm not gonna let that, you know. And a manager, when I used to work in the car industry, used to tell me, said,
Yeah.
never give people bullets. Think about that, you guys. Think about this. Never, listen to me very carefully. Never give people bullets. Do you know what I'm talking about? That means when you say something, never give them a reason.
Never give them a reason
that was a big one.
to react
Wow.
in a negative way. Because what can a bullet do? It can hurt you, right? Never give a person a reason to react in a negative way. Never give them bullets. Never give your spouse a bullet. Never give your children a bullet to react. Friends, anybody. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Anybody.
Yep.
Bullets to react into a negative way. And I propelled in the industry, the car industry, because of that. I made sure that I didn't want to have no reaction in a negative way when I was selling a car. I wanted to make sure that I had no reaction.
Because that vibe can really...
And guess what I did in my marriage? Guess what I did? Yeah, I loaded up with bullets on my ex-wife. And that was wrong. And my daughter. You see what I'm saying? I gave them a reason to think of a husband and a dad in a negative way. And I apologize for that. But I'm trying to teach people now, never, ever, ever, ever give people bullets.
And actually,
Does that make sense?
that's actually...
Do you understand what that means? Do you
Yeah,
understand? Okay.
that's actually a good transition into what I'm going through and what I'm going to be going through here.
You know what? Real quick, I want to say David is going to be going through something intense.
Yeah. Slicing my stomach open to replace the battery inside my pump.
Yeah, next Friday. And I would love for every one of you that is a believer is pray for David, okay?
Let's do a prayer right now just to start the kickoff. Let's
All right, Father, thank you so much for allowing us to get together, and we just thank you so much for all the things you do for us, and we pray for everyone out there that are going through any kind of situation in their life that they know that they can't handle. We ask you to come into their home and their heart and comfort them and their family, and just let them be who they need to be and give you the glory, and let them just overcome and not have any challenges in their life. And I just pray that you pray for David, that you just guide the doctors for what they're going to do for David and replace his pump and make sure that he is healed in your name. And we just thank you, Jesus, for allowing us to be with you today. And when you say two or more are gathered in your name, that you hear us. And I just pray that you just comfort David, especially when this is going to happen next Friday.
Yeah.
That he will not have any more pain, and that this will be in your glory, and he'll be healed, and he'll just be living a normal life. And we just want you to guide the surgeons and let them do what they need to do with your guidance, and I just pray that you take care of David and bless David. And he's such a wonderful man in what he does, and I just pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I hope that was
No, that was good. So, I've kind of been doing a lot of research lately about one of my newest medical conditions, how I have to use a CPAP machine because I'm not breathing for almost 20 minutes during my sleep at night.
Yeah.
And how that can affect, me possibly having another heart attack and, and all that. And so I've researched that, and one of the crazy parts about having sleep apnea is when you don't breathe at night, you're not going through the deep cycles of sleep. I already have narcolepsy, so I'm already having issues with my sleep in general. So this adding another extra layer of not me sleeping very well for many, many years now. I haven't had any restful sleep in probably a decade or over that. That affects somebody's attitude, somebody's mood.
Yes.
And I was reading a bunch of information about sleep apnea.
Right.
And one of the issues is when you have that,
right,
it can, when you're not going into deep enough sleep. I already have narcolepsy, so my sleep's already like affected, right? But having sleep apnea makes it where I'm not getting any deep sleep. I'm getting surface level sleep, and I've only gotten surface level sleep
For how long
for
now?
probably over a decade.
Okay, now I'm just going to share this. But it's gotten any deep sleep for over how many years again?
About 10 years.
Okay, so he has to find another way to develop this kind of growth hormone, okay, in his body. And so that's why I figured out why, now I'm reading this right now, this is why I think that he has certain pills that he's taking. See, I'm starting to figure out why, David was taking these kind of pills, for his benefit. Well, here it is right here, the benefits of deep sleep. I'll just show it to you.
Yeah.
If you guys can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, but I'm going to read it. Benefits of deep sleep. Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., our bodies produce the greatest amount of melatonin.
Yep.
Melatonin triggers the production of human growth hormone, HGH, which repairs cells and prevents premature aging. Melatonin is an important antioxidant. It goes around and mops up free radicals produced during the day and prevents cellular and DNA damage. Wow.
Well, and so here's the crazy thing. Here's the crazy thing about
Is this crazy that I just brought this up?
about this is, and I'll explain this to people. When I got diagnosed with narcolepsy, even my narcolepsy medication, the dosages I'm on now, don't help to the full potential because I'm not breathing during my sleep at night.
That's what you just said.
So imagine me after I get my sleep apnea machine,
Right.
how good my medications will now work so that I'm not only,
Yes.
I won't have to be increasing
Exactly.
dosages.
But I'm going to tell you something, David. You're amazing. Do you understand how amazing you are by you being healthy, a little bit healthy? But you look great, you know that, okay? All right? But I'm going to tell you guys something. You know what this guy is going through and how by being healthy and fit is helping him to overcome so many of these underlying conditions? How important is it to belong to Natural Bodies to Inspire, to belong to the boot camp, to do what you do? Do you see what I'm saying? How important is it, you guys? Because the benefits of deep sleep is the hours between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And I tell everybody that you need to get 8 hours of sleep. You need 8 hours of sleep. And they're like, oh, I get 4 or 5 hours. No, you need to get 8 hours of sleep. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you need to get 8 hours of sleep so you can have this free radicals that produce during the day and prevent cellular and DNA damage. So I don't know. You're doing something that's taking over this. Just hear me out for a second. You're doing something with your body, being healthy and fit, that now is doing this instead of doing this. That's how I see it. Because you're actually preventing cellular and DNA damage. You know what I'm saying? With your human growth hormone pills that you're taking. Okay? Because you have to make it up. Because you can't make it up here. So you're doing something to make it up instead of the deep sleep. That's why we don't want you guys to go on human growth hormones, because you can get it through the benefits of deep sleep. Am I right or am I wrong?
You're right.
Okay.
The other thing I want to try to tell people and how I want to try to give people to understand my attitude is the fact that, okay, when you're not getting deep sleep and you're not breathing for almost 20 minutes during the nighttime and your body goes like this. Basically, when my doctor broke down all the areas of my brain map, right, when they did my sleep study, he broke down, he said, David, when you're not breathing for like over a minute, your body arouses itself to a lighter level of sleep so you can breathe, and then your body tries to go back down to that level, and it can't, so then it gets aroused again. And so it explains why I have so much struggle with my attitude, because when you're not getting enough deep enough sleep, you're more irritable, you're more on edge, and like depression gets worse, and things get worse. So when I was really researching into this, I'm like, that makes total sense to why I wake up feeling exhausted. Even after taking my narcolepsy medications, I feel exhausted and I gasp for air. Almost every time I wake up, I'm gasping. So, imagine, I've been dealing with this ever since my heart attack. And them looking at me saying, David, your oxygen is dipping below 80%. Your body is not getting enough at night because I'm not breathing. And so the CPAP machine is going to help me not only breathe better at night, but I'm going to get so much better sleep. And I'm going to feel
melatonin too. You're going to get that, and it can help you free radicals. Can help
I'm going to be in a better area, right?
In your life,
And so what I try to tell people is, when you have all these issues on top of issues on top of issues, and then you finally come to a point where I'm at now, where I'm like, okay, you have to be your best advocate for yourself. So when I call the insurance company, they're like, we're waiting on this form from your doctor. Okay, what do? I message my doctor, and I say, hey, have you guys received the form? You haven't? Okay. I call Lincare, the provider of that device, right? So then I go, have you guys sent it? They're like, yeah, we sent it. And I'm like, they haven't received it. So what do? I go onto the government website, I find the form that is needed, that Lincare needed to send my doctor, and I send it to my doctor.
You send it to your doctor.
I send it to my doctor because I'm not going to wait around for these people to act, because I want to be able to breathe at night and get better sleep. I have waited so long to be able to sleep and get good quality sleep that this is going to make such a difference in my life, because I've talked to people that have had sleep apnea machines, sleep PAP machines, and they went from the same kind of feelings I'm feeling to, men, when they wake up in the morning, they're full of energy.
That's awesome.
So this will help my narcolepsy medications work better. This will help all my medications work better than they are right now. So it's so frustrating. But you know what? I've gotten through it, and I continue to go through it. But I am ready to have a much better attitude, and to be able to not every time I wake up. And I have to grab my inhaler because I'm like wheezing to the point where my airway is like.
Yeah, I know. I have an asthma attack, but you have it like 5,000 times worse than I do.
So it's like I'm ready. So when I talk to people and I tell people, hey, you have to be your best advocate. If you can, and you have the ability to, and you have the time, I have to wait on the phone, talking to my doctor, talking to insurance, talking to the medical supply companies. Like, I spend time doing that because for me, when they told me, they were like, yeah, you're not breathing for 18 minutes on average. That's an average. I could be not breathing for even longer than that.
That's crazy.
So it's like, I have to fight for that. I have to fight for to have all these things, to be able to go, okay, you need what? They haven't sent it to you? Okay, I'll do a simple Google search that takes like 2 or 3 seconds that either my doctor could do or the medical supply company could actually send my doctor the form. What do? I'm not just going to sit around and wait for this stuff to just, somebody will eventually get it. No. This is what needs to happen. So I have to fight for myself in order to get these things done. And you know what? I cannot wait until the first night that I put on that machine. And I have not dreamt in years, probably over a decade as well. I have not dreamt. All I ever do is see nothingness when I go to bed. I want to be able to dream and being able to reach those deeper cycles of sleep will make such a big difference in everything. And so I'm sitting here and I'm like, I get this light bulb that goes off, right? When they diagnosed me with narcolepsy, and they said my whole life people were like, David, you're lazy. Why can't you wake up on time? Why can't you do this? Why can't you do that? Well, guess what, guys? It turns out I wasn't lazy. I had narcolepsy. So when your whole life people are always like saying this and saying that, and you're inside going, something's wrong. Something is really wrong, and something is way off.
Yeah.
When you finally bring, so all these things that I've done, I've had to fight for myself, have made me my best advocate. Because I have the time, I gotta do it. So I fight for it.
Yeah.
And that's what I go through. That's all all these different issues that I have, I take care of it. You need what? You need this form? Okay. After waiting about 2 weeks for them to just tell me, like, we sent it to them. I'm like, well, they haven't got it. And they confirmed the fax number I gave them, and the doctor gave me the fax number, and I'm like, okay, something needs to happen. So I went, found the government website that I needed the form from, and I got it myself.
Wow. It's amazing, David. Absolutely amazing.
Because I do not want to have another heart attack.
Yeah.
And when my doctor explained all this data, he's like, the likelihood of you having another heart attack with your oxygen at night dipping below 80%, and the fact that you're not breathing for almost 20 minutes, it's like a ticking time bomb. And so I'm like, I thought to myself, why didn't they test me for the breathing issue when they diagnosed me with narcolepsy?
Yeah, exactly.
They just didn't. And this doctor that I see now, I'm like, he's like, you know what? I think we should, because I was telling him, I'm like, every morning I wake up and